let's talk watch
Yeah,
next.
let's go Pixel Watch.
Yeah, let's go watch next. So this is one that I think we've all been really excited about. We've been talking about it on this podcast a lot.
It was so cool
I'm almost
because
exhausted
yeah,
of the
Rick
watch.
Osterloh is. I mean, he's a very charismatic guy, but
He got up on stage, he
very
was grinning.
professional, and he's very well spoken. This man was about to crawl out of his skin, waiting to just go.
And here it is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's
just
Great.
yeah, just grinning a lot.
Loved it.
And so yeah, but nothing. I don't think there was anything that we didn't know about it. The one thing they showed that was of interest to me was the Fitbit integrations. So instead of
Clarified
just
that,
showing
yeah.
a couple complications, they showed like the animations and stuff. And the cool part is like I've seen all of those animations on my Versa 3. Like the software they use on the new, it's not that way on the 2. We still have a Versa 2. Oops, something just happened there.
What'd it do?
Totally freaked out.
What'd it do, Andy Kane?
Oh, he's trying to zoom in on the watch.
But the
Can't do
like
it.
that heartbeat complication on the Pixel Watch on the screen there that's what Fitbit looks like. But they showed all sorts of animations and stuff in the software that looks exactly like what you have on the Fitbit. And so it doesn't feel like a small bolted on thing. Like this is going to be really, really closely intertwined. And in the video earlier, kind of made the point like this will finally be a for people who like Fitbit and all of their stuff that they do. This is going to be the nice watch that we've not had as Fitbit people. Like the Versa 3 and the Sense are as nice as it gets, and they're nice, they're fine, but they're not like, wow, this is a really nice watch. They're just okay. And so I don't think it's going to be cheap. They didn't say price. No. They didn't say what's inside it. They didn't say it's powered by such and such.
They showed the inside renders of the inside and said something about a custom designed, some kind of chip. But they
didn't call it Tensor.
Yeah, they didn't call it anything.
All the leaks show some sort of Exynos, probably similar to what's in the Galaxy Watch 4.
Which makes sense.
I think they should tweak one little core.
Call
or something.
it Tensor.
Call it Tensor.
Yeah.
Pay whatever licensing you need to call it Tensor. It needs to be that's what you need to do for a Pixel Watch. But the crown's there, the button's there, the nice rounded
display,
and on his wrist it looks really good.
Oh gosh,
Nice.
it looks fantastic.
It was just cool to see it in a bunch of different ways. Like we've been looking at the same photos of this thing for a while.
Well, the Reddit leaks and all of that went down. The photos were good, and it was awesome to see those photos. But like when you just see a side shot of a watch, like it looks funky, and the shots that he had on his wrist, it's hard to tell.
Like the perspective was really
strange.
strange.
It's always like he was taking weird photos, and so seeing it up on stage, seeing it on his wrist, like there were several shots where he was kind of holding his arms in front of him, and you can kind of see the profile of it.
It looks
because I was worried
really
that
good.
it was going to be a little too dainty or like it might.
Nah, it looked.
I mean, Rick's
excellent.
about my size, and I'm like, that watch looks incredible. Because like I have the 40 millimeter. Is it the 40? I have the small Galaxy Watch 4.
Yeah, I think it's 40.
And as far as wearing it when I want to track steps, it's totally fine. I love the watch, but it feels a little small compared to most of my analog watches. That thing looks perfect.
The proprietary bands look like they snap in cool. That was nice, like little animation.
Yeah, it turned to the side, then it clicked in and clipped in.
Which, like, on the Apple Watch, don't you press the little button and then slide them out?
They'll slide out left and right.
Left and right. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So, like, these, I wonder if it'll kind of go in both ways or if you'll have to snap it one way or whatever. I don't know. But they look nice. They just look well made. All of it just looks really well made, well thought out.
Yep.
The display or they did say, tactile crown. So I hope the crown will have a little bit of,
feel like
just
a mechanical
a
feel.
little bit of a nice tactile function to it. And just really impressed, and
he reiterated too, like the at a glance stuff. They said Google Maps with you can use it without your phone. So it means GPS and LTE will have to be there.
Oh, home. They're updating the home
Google
app.
Home app.
Oh yeah, like home controls on the watch. You can't do that on the Galaxy Watch right now. I haven't checked on the Wear watches, but I don't think it's a thing.
It's probably not a thing yet. That would be a great addition, and obviously Google Assistant's going to be.
I had my
really good on it.
Had my Fossil plugged up on my dresser, setting and charging. Display was on. Looked like it was charged up. I pulled it off, completely dead. Because I was gonna check and see if the home app was on there, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Because I never even tried.
Never even thought to,
Yeah.
but it makes perfect sense. I mean, just have like the little swipe down or whatever option like you do on the phone. That's great.
Yeah, that'll be
some
really
quick
cool.
controls for home, like be able to turn off lights.
Well, and they said a couple times like the new version of Wear OS. Did they say new, or were they just saying
they said
Wear
it was like a
OS?
streamlined. I put a couple quotes in my post. If you can pull that up.
So
'Cause it's not-
this watch. They said they're taking the best of Fitbit and Wear OS. So
Right.
this
So
is
is
kind
it going
of
to be some hybrid OS?
I think
No,
it's a
they
high,
said it's a. He said it's a he'll
or
find
is
it here in
this
a
just the
second.
new version of Wear OS?
because that would be awesome
I
too.
don't think it was a custom either. It was just like a.
It was improved Wear OS UI with more fluid navigations and smart notifications.
Okay.
There you go.
Improved,
Whatever that means. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and it could be their own take. I mean, that's what I think where they're going with Wear OS for right now. That's what Samsung's doing with the Galaxy Watch.
Yep.
It's Wear OS, but it's Samsung's take on Wear
Yeah.
OS. And I think other companies, if they want to do it, there's probably you could put plain Wear OS on your watch, or you're free to customize it.
Yeah,
because
because honestly, I like what Tick does with a lot of their stuff. What my boy does with the Tick watch. If they take that and they combine it with Wear 3, it could be really good.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, there's available in the fall, no pricing, no stuff
Yeah.
on the processor. Or whatever,
I'm
but
calling $299. That's what I'm calling.
Think so?
On the watch?
I'd like to see it there. I feel like it's going to be $399.
Yeah, I think it'll be $399,
I think it's gonna be-
$499.
I think it's going to be in the Apple Watch.
Is LTE going to be optional? We don't know, do we?
Yeah, if it does, if there's a model without LTE, maybe
Yeah,
we
maybe
could do $299.
350 and 400, maybe.
Yeah. Be interesting to see.
Yeah.